gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's the Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
With elected officials, organizations, and Chicago residents came together to call for an additional Chicago police district on the city's southwest side. The group is urging.
Whoa. So we have a group coming together asking for an additional police district in the southwest side of Chicago. Just a few years after damn near the whole city, I believe some polls said 64% advocated for defunding the police. Defunding the police. And now they're out here screaming and hollering, talking about they want another police district in the southwest side of Chicago. Wow. Look how the cards have turned. I mean, what do we do at this point, right? Because you elected a man who said that he was going to defund the police, and Mayor Brandon Johnson. You elected a man who said that he was going to get rid of ShotSpotter, a technology that was helping, I don't care what they say, it was helping these black people who were getting shot in the streets in Chicago. It's helping the response time of police. So it's almost like you get what you pay for in this situation. And y'all know that over here, we're some I told you so ass ninjas, okay? And we gonna rub it in your face. But then we're gonna come with grace and love and say, and education, and say, hey, what y'all was advocating for is not exactly what is best for the city. So I'm gonna need you to change your mind on that. Now, you know, will this protest and all this kind of stuff do anything? Probably not. But notice who's out here protesting and notice who is not. The people that care versus the people that do not care.
Mayor Brandon Johnson, the Chicago Police Department, and the Chicago Department of Planning and Development to be part of this effort. Supporters say the 8th Chicago Police District is the busiest and largest by population and also ranks first for all crimes committed across the city. They also believe the district has the worst data points in the city on key police staffing metrics, leading to slow police response times and frustration from residents.
Mayor Johnson, this is a choice. Either you're going to do it or you're not going to do it, but you need to tell these residents that you're not going to do it.
It's just too large, and we're not able to serve our people in a timely fashion. And so at the end of the day, this is not a fight against someone. This is a fight for something.
Well, the group is also hoping that any officers stationed in the new police district will stay there and not be moved to other parts of the city.
Last night, in just about 2.5 hours, starting from 8 last night till about 10:40, 11 people were shot. That includes 3 women in East Garfield Park.
11 people shot, including 2 women in East Garfield Park. You have 1 who is killed. And the numbers are just adding up. Things are getting worse and worse. I believe the official report on this one is 1 woman killed, 2 wounded in East Garfield Park. But these are undoubtedly black women who were shot and killed in the hood. And this is the cycle that is repeating itself over and over again. And we talk about protecting black women. We talk about Black Lives Matter and protecting black lives. But these discussions never occur on this side of the aisle. These super gremlins are on demon time.
You're looking at video from the Citizen app of that shooting. Chicago police say 1 of those women died. The other 2 expected to be okay. This happened near Kedzie and Lake Street. Police continue to investigate.
Well, 3 women were shot overnight in Garfield Park. 1 was killed.
Police are still trying to figure out exactly what happened to spark this shooting. Judy's live at Stroger with the latest for us. Good morning, Judy.
Good morning. There is a lot for police detectives to sort out in this case. Police say an unidentified woman is dead. She was pronounced shortly after arriving here at Stroger Hospital. The other victims were 2 young women. Chicago police went to Kedzie and Fulton in Garfield Park at about 9:45 last night. They say they found the women on the sidewalk and inside a home. The woman killed had been shot multiple times throughout her body. A 25-year-old had been shot in the shoulder. Paramedics took her to Stroger Hospital as well. A 23-year-old was shot in the back, and she is at Mount Sinai Hospital.
Wow. And this is just straight carnage. Now, I don't know what these women are up to, but nobody deserves to die like this. And I just believe that the community is cooked, man. It's so cooked. And there is a way to reverse the trajectory that we're going, but it's going to take a strong social, political, on the streets movement, which I just don't think we have the bandwidth to expand right now in that way, because we can't get organized. We can't agree on things. We, in the community as a whole, we're thinking right is wrong and wrong is right. And it's just a mess right now. And there are people dying, and literally you don't hear about these stories if you're not coming to this channel and checking them out. These super gremlins are on demon time.
Police say it was unclear where the shooting actually happened, inside or outside, but several shell casings were found on the street and along a curb. Evidence techs discovered bullet holes on the glass door of a business. Crime scene tape covered a large area. Investigators searched outside what appeared to be a barber shop and in front of a convenience store.
It used to be where I could run up and down the block. See, these streets is long. This street go from Kedzie to Homan. We used to run up and down this block. No trouble. Didn't have to worry about the parents or nobody snatching us or nobody shooting us.
Now, police have not disclosed whether they suspect that these women were targeted in this incident. No suspects are in custody. Outside Stroger Hospital on the west side, Judy Wang.
No suspects in custody. The community is not speaking up. No snitch rule is in full effect. These are things that we've been talking about for the longest. Feel like a broken record, but I must say every single time.
BGN News.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jenquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetized and shadow banned in this bitch. So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
Developing tonight, police are looking for suspects in a deadly triple shooting in Garfield Park. All 3 victims are women. One of them was killed. Judy Wang reports.
Where did the shooting happen? Were the women targeted? Among the questions CPD detectives were trying to answer.
I just believe that cleanliness would help some with people to understand, to have a positive attitude about where they live.
This woman who spearheads neighborhood cleanups told us it is hard not to get discouraged.
This is starting to be a part of the norm of the community that I live in, and I know it's not normal.
After all this time, you're saying that I know it's not normal when this type of stuff has been happening for decades in Chicago, and these sisters are just now waking up? It'd be because, oh, somebody I know personally, got affected most of the time, because there's kind of a disconnect, especially when you talk about these stories. They'll get in my comments and they'll make remarks like, oh, you hate yourself and why you talking about us? And the reality is I'm trying to save your ass, right? If you don't know about these things, then you're not likely to try and avoid these situations. But if you know about them, you're aware of them, then you're going to get the hell out of Dodge. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to do. But it just seems like these people want to live in a war zone. and they're not willing to do anything politically. They're not willing to do anything socially. They're not willing to do anything media-wise, entertainment-wise, to change the way in which we are behaving as a community.
Police responded to the shooting at Kedzie and Fulton at about 9:45 Friday night. They found the women on the sidewalk and inside a home. The woman killed, unidentified at the time, had been shot multiple times. A 25-year-old had been shot in the shoulder, a 23-year-old shot in the back.
It used to be where I could run up and down the block. See, these streets is long. This street go from Kedzie to Homan. We used to run up and down this block. No trouble. Didn't have to worry about the parents or nobody snatching us or nobody shooting us.
While police tried to determine where the victims were shot, they did find several shell casings on the street near a curb and bullet holes in the door of an event space.
I feel like that's very kind of heartbreaking, and I'm sorry for the victim's family and everything. And it's just sad. It's just sad. Just sad to hear about it.
Deshaun Nelson opened his furniture store just steps away just 4 months ago. He wanted to bring something positive here.
Should I do it in my own community or should I go downtown? So why not just bring things to my community to basically enlighten it and show that it's more things that can happen inside the community.
Police have not identified a possible motive. They continue searching for suspects. In Garfield Park, Judy Wang, WGN News.
A woman is dead, 2 others in the hospital after a shooting on the city's west side overnight. Afsal Razai, live for us at Stroger Hospital, where some of the victims were taken. Asal.
Yeah, Suzanne, 2 of those women were brought to the emergency room here. 1 other woman taken to Mount Sinai just down the street as a hectic scene unfolded in East Garfield Park. Take a look at this video we have of that crime scene. This is near Kedzie and Fulton. You'll see multiple ambulances responding as Chicago police taped off that scene just before 10 o'clock last night. They say the victims were found on the sidewalk and inside a residence, though it appears to be mostly businesses on that corner. We know 1 woman was found with multiple gunshots to the body. A CFD source telling me she was dead on arrival. A 23-year-old woman was shot in the back and taken to the hospital, along with another woman, 25 years old, with a gunshot wound to her shoulder. Both of them listed in fair condition at last check. It'll be a lengthy investigation for police as they were seen putting down multiple evidence markers near a banquet hall on the corner there that also had bullet holes in the door.
Wow.
A violent night when 3 women who started off the night just probably looking forward to the weekend, a little warm weather, and now they're fighting for their lives.
Chicago police say right now they have no one in custody in connection to that shooting, and their investigation is ongoing this morning. I'm live at Stroger. Escalating, CBS News, Chicago.
Samantha and Mark, Chicago police tell us 2 of the victims are recovering in the hospital this morning, while a 3rd died in this late night West Side shooting. CPD says it all happened just after 9:40 last night near Fulton and Kedzie in the Garfield Park neighborhood. Video from the scene shows the large police response to the shooting, including at least 1 bullet hole through a car's windshield. We're told the 3 victims were found inside and outside a home, so investigators are still trying to figure out exactly where the shots were fired. CPD says an unidentified woman was taken to Stroger Hospital where she died. 2 other women were also rushed to the hospital and at last check are in fair condition. We spoke with one witness who tells us what he experienced.
And so far we don't have the names of any of these women or the name of the woman that was shot and killed. I suspect we'll get that later, but by the time I post this, I won't have exact names. But this is just horrific. This is heartbreaking, and the Black community as a whole needs to do better. We have to demand that this street violence ends, and I guarantee if we can just end this street violence, dude, we would be in a whole different position as a community. But until the murder and the mayhem stop, we're not going anywhere as a community, as a culture, as a people, and that's something that is upsetting.
Now I just heard shooting, and I got down on the ground, I heard 3 girls got shot, 1 lost their life, and that's all I know, man. This is the wicked Wild West.
And this morning, police say no one is in custody as detectives continue to investigate. Samantha?
All right, Christian Picos reporting live. Christian, thank you so much.
Watch breaking news on YouTube.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.